What's up, y'all? This is for my fellas. Um, One thing us as men, we need to know and understand is that you're going to hear about much more of the things that you don't do, your shortcomings, and the cons, um, or the things you fall short in, more than you hear about, and much more than you hear about the things or how you prosper or how you make things better. You're going to hear about the bad side of you more than you hear about the wonderful things you're doing. You can be great. You can be amazing 80% of the time to 90% of the time. That 10% is what you're going to hear about consistently from your friends, from your loved ones, from everybody. And it's really meant to discourage you. It's meant to kind of throw you off your square. But I'm here to tell you, don't let it. Don't let it. There's a lot of things we should do before we say things. We should think about them. Does it need to be said right now? Does it need to be said by me? And does it need to be said at all? And I think that if we went by that, there's a lot of conversations that wouldn't happen at all. They wouldn't occur. But unfortunately, we as human beings, we talk, we say things, and we open our mouths before we have a chance to actually think and understand the repercussions of what we're saying. And that could be detrimental to your environment. If it doesn't need to be said, don't say it. It's Peace is harder to come by. It's getting really harder to come by as time goes on, as things progress in this world. Trust, peace, knowledge, and understanding. True knowledge and understanding is getting so hard to come by. You're going to find people. I'm talking about your nearest and dearest. Going to be the people who are going to tear you down and attempt to tear you down and desire to, not even knowing. They're not even knowing what they're doing, but they're just doing it because they're not using they're not screening the things that they say because they feel like it needs to be said by them, needs to be said right now. And if nobody's going to say it, then you're not going to hear it. Well, a lot of times you don't need to hear it. You don't need to. Not everybody's perfect. Not everybody has everything figured out. And as a husband or a wife, you're not going to have the best husband and wife. You're not. They're going to come with problems. They're going to come with issues. Okay? Love is when you still stay there and you don't understand that your mate is not the best, is not 100%, but you with them to stick it out, and God is going to work on them, and He's working on them. That's love. And you're patient and you're understanding, and you're not quick to want to correct or criticize when you know they're doing their best and you know that they're using all resources to better themselves and better the situation and better you guys' situation together. But that little thing inside of you says, well, he needs to hear this too. Well, no, he doesn't. And he didn't. But you said it anyway. And now you have to deal with the consequences when it wasn't needed to be said, didn't need to be said. The conversation didn't need to be had. But this is where that understanding, that ciphering comes in. And you allow your significant other to definitely when you see the evidence, right in front of your face that they are using every resource and they're doing their best and they're going to be even better when time progresses. God shows you that, but you don't want to believe it or you don't want to let it be because there's something I need to tell you, and there's something that you need to understand. You let God work on that man. You're not somebody's mentor. You're not somebody's, you let God work on that man. You allow him to work through that man. There's a lot of things I don't understand about myself. There's a lot of things that I know that I need to work on. And there's a lot of things I know that other people need to work on. But I'm not the person to bring it to your attention and tell you that, when I know you're working on it and I know that you need to work on it, I'm not the one to remind you of it. Because I see the evidence of you wanting to do better, and you're working on it, and you're doing better. I don't need to put my 2 cents in. That's how much you're supposed to love a person. When you have opportunity to open your mouth, you don't. That's love. That's knowledge. That's understanding. That's truth. That's how it's supposed to be when you love somebody, and you know that they're trying. I mean, you know that they're trying. And some of us are selfish. Some of us feel like we know it all, and that there's nothing that anybody can tell us ourselves. Some of us feel that way. I don't feel that way, but some of us feel that way. Some of us throw rocks and hide our hands, and when the rock hits you, you want to cry bloody murder. When if you wouldn't have thrown the rock, all this wouldn't have started. But you just gotta not be used. Not allow for yourself to be used to your detriment and to the detriment of your environment. So I just wanted to tell you that today. This is really for my man, for my fellas, man. We got it hard out here. From the inside out, we got a lot of things weighing on us. You got a lot of things that want to be put on your shoulder. They want to collapse you. Society wants you to collapse. And then sometimes within your own home, you can be attacked. And you just gotta be solid. Stay solid and stay prayed up. And know and understand that you'll never have anything more on your shoulders than what you can't handle. So just handle it. Keep doing what you're doing. Just keep pushing. Keep moving forward. And keep being an example. When you continue to be an example, when you continue to put the work in that's necessary, and the naysayers, they usually just subside and they're quiet. Okay? And the people that really want to criticize you are people that ain't even putting a lot of people ain't even putting in as much work as you putting in. But they still, they got something to say. Everybody has something to say. It's the smart people that know when not to say it. All right, I'm out.